Hello everyone, and welcome back to Holistic Living Downunder, and welcome back to our backyard. As you saw, we have been hard at work clearing everything to make a nice blank canvas for us to get started on our veggie garden, and I can't wait to have you follow us along and to make a bit of a series out of this. So here you go, this is the top of our retaining wall, which will be our main growing space. It's all nice blank canvas now, and I can't wait to have you follow along on our journey. And here is our garden update. So this is what my husband had done on the weekend. So he spent 2 days doing all of this himself, all by hand. He's done an amazing job. I'm so proud of him. So he's built all of this up. We bought some that's dolomite that we've been putting in and compacting down, and same, so it goes out alongside here and then around there, because our garden is sort of on a slope, so you can see, so that's a natural end, like the top of it up here, and obviously where I'm standing, so you can see here it sort of just slopes down naturally, so we had to sort of build this up. So in this area here we're actually putting a playground for our 3-year-old, so he has somewhere to run about and have fun outside, and on here we're putting the trampoline. So we've had a trampoline here that's been standing on a slope for years and years and years, and well, it's rusted now and it's time for a new one, so we thought we'd get it nice and straight for the kids. And then up here we had this retaining wall all put in. We had to pull out a whole bucket load of tree stumps and roots from the top of here, and it's now all done. So I'm putting in all my garden beds up here, so I'm going to put in some raised ones. We have put in a really good soil mix at the top here that's got lots of compost and everything in it. You can see one of my little raised garden beds there. That's a pretty tall one that's going here, because that's where our clothesline is coming out. So we've got some pavers that comes out a little bit there, so it's a bit narrower there, so that one fits in perfectly. And then on either side here I'll have 1 and 2 smaller ones there, possibly 1 and 2 here, and then the same on this side as well. And I am currently researching a whole lot about like permaculture and the principles around that, because I want to make sure that I do this without chemicals, that I do this the way nature intended. And that should enable us to grow a whole lot of stuff ourselves as well. Oh, and by the way, I don't think I've shown you that before, but that tree that pokes up there, well, technically it was a much taller tree. We actually chopped it down and just let it shoot out from like the root, the stump, and that's actually a bay tree. So I have lots of amazing bay leaves and stuff, fresh bay leaves that comes from that one. And I love that. But yeah, I can't wait to get all of this set up and ready. I'm just going to show you here. So all of those rocks that you see there, they were all sitting right here on the grass. The people who did it, they pulled them out because they were originally in this retaining wall, but we didn't have the basket, so they were just sort of sloping up. And it just wasn't very safe, and all our dirt and everything was coming in from above it, so we were losing soil from up the top, which isn't very safe, and this is what's holding our house up. So we had some people in here to do the retaining wall, but unfortunately they pulled all the rocks out and then they didn't come back for 2 weeks, so they completely stuffed up everything that was underneath it. So we hired an excavator and we moved all of the rocks over to the side there, and we will use them for some bits and pieces. I think I might use them to sort of make a little garden bed along here. So what I want to do, we just got this one stump left here to remove, but the roots go in under the fence, so we need to be a bit careful with that one. But anyway, what I'm going to do alongside the fence here is I want to plant some fruit trees, like dwarf varieties that don't grow overly high. mainly because, well, citrus especially have small root systems, so they're not going to go under the fence and muck things up over there. So I can't wait. If you have any ideas what I should plant, please feel free to let me know. The climate here in South Australia, where we are along the coast, is like a Mediterranean climate, so we do have coolish winters, but we also have really, really hot summers. So I would love to hear your suggestions. Up here, by the way, this is what we have already. Is that one here is a plum. We've trimmed that back a lot because we were getting branches were coming like way out here. And that is a loquat, which just one day it just shot up. I have no idea where it came from. But I have a feeling there might have been a bird or something that dropped a seed, because there's a big loquat tree only a couple of streets away. And that's like right on the corner. So really, when you're sort of going airways, so it's like it's just over that way. And it's quite possible that was dropped down, because they grow really fast. Like literally, like just a couple of years ago, it was only about this tall. So it's grown crazy fast. And that's another one of the plum tree from there that just sort of shot up like in the middle of here, that we had to pull out when we were putting in the retaining wall. So yeah, so we're going to clean out all of this, make it nice and tidy, and we're going to finish off this sand pit. My 3-year-old is having a ball, and I'm going to clean out all of this. We have some work that we need to get done on the fence, but we'll get that done eventually. But yeah, I can't wait to get this all finished and show you guys what we're going to plant and cook with lots of homegrown produce. Bye for now. I'm sorry for all the noise out here, but it's really windy. But I thought I'd come out and show you how we're going up on the top of our retaining wall. So we have got our old garden bed. It's been put up in the middle, and we bought 4 new ones that's raised. So this is what they look like when they're not filled. My husband's just out at the moment, and he's going to come home with some more straw and manure. So we're going to do it like a no dig principle in here, where you layer it. So you layer it with straw, manure, and you keep going until you sort of reach the top. And then up the top there you can then put like your soil, like a thin layer of soil, good quality soil, and then you can plant into that. And then what happens is that underneath these layers are going to start to compost down. So you're going to have like almost like a never-ending supply of nutrients for your plants. Last time I did this, oh, my plants went crazy. They loved it. So I can't wait to get this all started again. But yeah, let's see what I did last night in the dark, me and my husband, because I had bought some plants that we needed to get done. So we were able to fill up these 2 here with this no dig principle, and then I've got some pea straw sitting on top. So we just laid with sugarcane mulch and cow manure. And let's see if I remember what I got here now. I've got there are 2, pretty sure those 2 there are cabbages. The one there I'm pretty sure was Brussels sprouts. They grow really tall, so that you get quite a good crop on just one. That one is baby broccoli or broccolini. Then we have regular broccoli, those 2 there, and those 2 there are cauliflower. And then in here, we got this one that had came with a little house, like a little greenhouse. And I'll show you what's inside here. Let's get this open. I'm going to open this up later because it's going to rain later today. You wouldn't think so looking at the sky at the moment, but apparently it's coming, and it's going to be a lot of it. So yeah, you can see our backyard is still a mess. So now I'm actually standing up here So yeah, we're going to do some stuff here. I'll tell you more about that after, but I can't wait to get rid of all this mud and get grass down. But okay, so in here, the reason I put this in with the top on it is because of the lettuces. I just want to make sure that they can establish themselves before snails and bugs get into them. And this is the spot where we get the most sun. Unfortunately, the north side of our house, which is where in the southern hemisphere you need to plant on the north side if you want a lot of sun, but we don't have any room on the north side of the house because of where the fence is. So this is the sort of the best spot that I've got. So in here I've got some mixed lettuce. I've got bok choy there, another bok choy there. We've got that's the Russian kale, and that's Tuscan kale over there. So I'm just trying to get these to establish and stuff now. Whoop, here goes my it is quite windy and everything is blowing off of me, so yeah, I had this on just because it's been quite cool overnight, so I thought I'd just give these little plants a chance to get nice and warm and do their thing. And while this bed is a little bit tiniest, a little bit smaller than this, I should still be able to take this whole thing off and put it on top here, and it will just make it on the inside. So if I need to, I can do that on here as well. And yes, so what I was going to say, so over here, and I didn't mention this earlier as well, but I thought I'd do it from like standing up the top here, because obviously it's been a few days since the last since I filmed that last part. So alongside here, that's actually a really good sunny spot. I'm going to layer it with cardboard to kill off that grass that's there, because that's a really invasive kind of grass. So we're going to kill that off. So we're going to whip snip it down. I'm going to put the cardboard on there, and then I'm going to put wood chips or something over the top, just to give sort of the bugs and the worms something to work on, and they can start to break this down. And then eventually, probably next season, I'll be able to, hopefully maybe in spring, I might be able to start growing some stuff there. Anyway, and then we got a birch tree up here. We just need to trim off the top. For some reason the top has been dead for a few years. We just need to get a ladder up there, and hopefully maybe when we cut it might do some new shoots. Alongside, you can see our fence needs repairs. We'll see when that will happen. But yeah, alongside here I'm going to do something similar. I need to get rid of all the grass. I'm going to plant some fruit trees and stuff alongside there. I found some pink lady apple trees that I want to get. We love pink lady apples. And I'm also going to get some couple of different citrus trees. So yeah, and I was hoping, maybe I was thinking along here I might get some like berries, like I'm thinking like raspberries and maybe some blueberries, because of the times that we have here in Australia, they need full sun. So that is a pretty good spot actually. But yeah, I'll be back with an update a little bit later. Let's see, and hopefully by the end of the day we might have these ones finished, and I might be able to start planting some seeds into them. Getting really windy and it's getting cloudy, so this is what I'm doing. So we've gotten these hay bales, so I've already done one now in here and layered it with this stuff, which is horse poo. Delicious. So you layer it, so you put like a layer down like I've done like that, then you're going to put another layer of the horse poo, and then you water it down a little bit. Then you stick another layer of the straw. So this is, I had a hay bale like that, and one bale like that actually filled up the whole one of those, and it's done the first layer of those 2 beds there. So I'm finished with that one. So now I just need to do these 2. So I'm now going to do a layer of horse poo, water it, another layer of straw, another layer of horse poo, water it down, and just keep going until I reach the top of the edge here. And then what I do is I make like little holes, and I fill that with compost and some good soil, and that's what I plant in. Alright, so this garden bed is now ready. So we've just put like a thin layer of a vegetable mix on top, and I'm now going to plant rocket into here, and I'm going to do some spinach, and I'm going to do some lettuce, probably spinach at the back, and I reckon lettuce in the middle, and it's going to be good. Let's see. There we go. So this is what it looks like. These 2 over here, I'm going to have all the climby plants. So I'm going to put some trellis and stuff up there as well. So I'm just getting my rocket in. It's actually one of those that grows on or the seeds are on this little tape, so you can sort of see. I was trying to find. Oh, there we go. You can see over here. And it's really hard to see that it's too shiny. There we go. You can see the little seeds in there. It's just really easy to roll out and put in however many you need. So I'm going to just put them to about here. So one more roll, and then so I'm making like a little dip, and then I'm going to just cover it gently with some soil. So I'm not putting a whole lot of soil on top, just sort of enough to there. I'm going to add a bit of mulch as well. I might do that before I add any of the other seeds, just so I know where I'm putting seeds in. So it's actually still like a little bit of a dip here. It's a bit hard to see, but yeah, it should be good. I can't wait for it to. I'm getting all my salad greens that I use so much of. There we go. Put them in. Okay, I've finished this tall one. So I've got 2 rows. So I've got 1 row here with a rocket. Then I've got spinach down the hallway at the back there. And then I've started a row here, but I've stopped about here, of lettuce. And then every couple of weeks I'm going to extend it out, so then I can do another couple of rows, another couple of patches over there, and then all the way out to the end here. So that will sort of sow over the course of the winter. So that should give us a nice, good supply. And yeah, that's the ones that we did yesterday that I showed you. So we're getting there. Time for these ones now. Oh, it's getting so windy and it looks like it's going to bucket down any minute, but we've finally finished at least prepping these last 2 beds as well, which is really good. So these are where we're going to put some trellis and stuff up at the side. And this is where we're going to have like our climbing beans, snow peas, sugar snap peas and stuff like that. So we're not gonna plant that today. We're gonna wait until we got all the trellis and everything in place. And yeah, but I'm so happy with how well we've done just for 2 days work. So yeah, starting down there, we got nice mulch now, just mulched on the side there as well, just to try and keep some of that dirt from going to slush and going to mud. And same here, and then you saw this one, saw me finish that one, and yeah, then we have these two now all done, and then it's just the whole rest of the garden to go. And also we just finished filling in here as well. My husband did such a good job and he's done the whole thing, so I'm going to plant sort of alongside here. It's actually quite deep with soil. I'm going to plant some like bee attracting flowers like lavender and stuff like that. So I can't wait. It's going to be so nice. I finally have my veggie garden. I hope you enjoyed coming on this journey with us. I hope to make this into a little bit of a series where we can have a look at the progress, and I can show you how to grow things at home and what to cook with them as well. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you again next time.